Hey, what's going on guys? Daniel from ModBot here, and today I'm going to show you how to install the Buildtak FlexPlate system. This is an upgrade that I've wanted for quite a while, and I decided to install it on my Ender 3 and figured I would show you guys how to do it. It's a three-part system, so you have the main base that sticks permanently to your printer's plate or your heating element, which is full of magnets. Then you have a piece of sheet metal that you attach your Buildtak sheet to, and that will be able to pop on and off of your 3D printer when the print's done. This is to replace having to use a spatula. Spatulas work fine, and I've used it for a lot of years, but for flat prints it can be pretty annoying to get your prints off, so this is something that I finally decided I wanted to add to my printer. So to begin with, if there's anything on your print bed, you need to remove it. This Ender 3 comes with some Chinese Buildtak, so I removed that, and then I just used my finger and a little bit of rubbing alcohol to remove the residual residue. I wasn't able to get a flex plate that was the exact size of my bed, which would be 9 inches by 9 inches. I got a 10 by 9, so I had to install it sideways like this, and the lip on the front sticks out just a little bit, so you just want to make sure you get the size closest to your actual build area. So to begin, you flip over the base and remove the cover on the adhesive on the bottom. You can see all of the different magnets throughout the whole build plate. And make sure that you take your time when lining this up. It sticks insanely well, so if you put it down and it's not straight, it's going to be pretty tough to remove. So luckily it's really solid and it doesn't flex much the base at all, so it's not too difficult to get this thing to line up. So I just make sure the left and the right were at least lined up as much as possible. And again, the front does stick out about half an inch to 3/4 of an inch. So once you've got that placed, then you just want to go around like I'm doing here, place pressure on all the different points to make sure that it's bonded down really nicely to your build surface. Once you're done with that, you're going to get the next part, which is the actual sheet metal piece, and as you can see here, it sticks down with the magnets, so I just kind of set it in place. Originally I wasn't sure how I wanted to have it laying when I put the Buildtak sheet on, but I decided to have it kind of sideways, just so that way it was easier for me to put the Buildtak sheet on. So I've got it sideways. Next, you're going to need to make sure this doesn't have any oils on it. So I just took a sock, don't judge me, I use socks for cleaning things, and some rubbing alcohol, and I cleaned off all of the oil from, you can see like fingerprint marks and stuff like that. And yeah, just a little bit of rubbing alcohol does wonders on this. So I just coated it and dried it off completely. And next you're going to grab your Buildtak sheet. With this one you need to be extremely careful because this one is not nearly as solid as the actual main base, since this is something that is essentially a consumable. It can last for a ton of prints, especially if your first layer is correct and you don't have any issues with your nozzle digging and destroying the Buildtak sheet. But yeah, just make sure you line up the left, either left or right side of it before pushing the whole thing down. I actually stuck it down wrong the first time, and you can see here it was a little bit of a tug to get it off. So do your best, take your time, there's no rush. I mean, once it's placed, you're not going to have to do anything with it, so just start with one side. You don't need to use a card or anything like that. It's not like if you're doing a like a screen protector for your phone. Just use your hand and then slowly go kind of back and forth, make sure there's no air bubbles or anything like that. It was really easy to install, so again, it's not like it's very difficult. So once you've got this on, just again go back and forth, make sure that it's actually adhered. You don't want this thing coming off. And place it on the actual flex plate base. And that's all there really is to do. So I mean, all that's left is to go ahead and print something. So I'm just going to go ahead and print out a little benchy. And it's really nice with this too. With Buildtak, you don't have to use any kind of other adhesive, so I don't use hairspray, I don't use glue stick, I just print directly off. So as soon as your print's done, just pull the bed out towards you, and that top sheet metal piece, you can pop it right off, and you just basically bend it upward towards you on the you know, kind of gets on the X and the Y portion of it, and your print will pop right off with no force at all. It's awesome. It's so nice. Again, for the benchy, it might not be needed, but for flat prints, it is so convenient. Then I just remove the little skirt and pop it back on, and you are ready to go. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is the Buildtak FlexPlate System, an awesome upgrade for your 3D printer, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace, guys.